Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energy, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I want to announce the next healer class that's starting up on October 6th. It runs for 4 weeks on Mondays from October 6th to October 27th. This class can be taken by itself as an entire class, or you can use this as an intro to enter my psychic school. So each class is 2 hours long from 4 to 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. 4 weeks in a row, 8 hours of class time. So what will you learn? You will learn energetic separations first day. You will get a healing master and a psychic surgeon first day. So you can start healing your own energy, finding what's yours and what's not, and inviting your energy back to you, and whatever is not yours, clearing it out of your space. You'll learn how to clear energetic cords, other people's energy from your space. What else? You'll not only learn how to heal your own space, but you practice and work on healing each other in this class. It's a beautiful space for transformation. If you're looking for your own skills, your own tools, psychic tools, so you can figure out what's yours and what's not, this is where you start, the healer class. So that sounds like something you're interested in. I'll put a link in the description box and you can sign up. If you are interested in joining the psychic school that I've created, then you need to show up at every class. Every class is important. This also is not a lecture. You can't just listen to it and do something else. It's online, but you really need to have your own space so you can talk and connect. It's very interactive. Interactive with me, interactive with your fellow students in that class. And you need to have the space and the time to meditate, to go within, so you can't be disturbed. You really need to be able to have 2 hours of time uninterrupted so you can practice and utilize these tools, skills. So, all right, if that sounds like something you're interested in, I would love for you to be in that class. It's been a lot of fun. So, all right, links in the description box if you're interested. Outcome and advice for today's reading. That was interesting. All right, let's get to today's reading. All right, the overall energy of today's reading is the 9 of Wands in reverse. Is this unprotected or you're letting your guard down? Let's figure out. Letting your guard down. Okay. 7 of Wands showing up. There's something about protection here. Being protected. The Strength card in reverse showed up on the 9 of Wands in reverse. There's some worries about not being protected, insecurity. Someone's insecure. There's 7 of Wands here. Feels like there's an energy here that's not protected, feeling very insecure. They haven't quieted their inner demons. They don't have control over someone doesn't have control over their inner fire. This feels like someone not in control with their behavior. They can't control and they act out. And it feels like it's a lot of whoever's in this person's environment. Feels like this is your energy. You're protected. You've got a healthy boundary. I don't feel like this person likes healthy boundaries. This might be over boundaries. 9 of Pentacles. This also feels like your energy. You've got your back turned, viewer, and you're protected. You're focusing elsewhere. I feel this anger, rage coming up, of frustration. Feels like that's this other energy. They've got a bad temper. They can't control their inner fire, their inner issues. What does the viewer need to know about this energy? 6 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands reversed, 4 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles reversed. This person wants you to invest in them, but they're hot and cold. They're inconsistent. Obviously, with this, there's something going on in this other person's energy. They don't like healthy boundaries. They feel like they want you to invest all your attention on them. 6 of Pentacles. I get the feeling that this person has shown their temper. That they're not in control of their inner self, of their inner fire. And this feels like someone doesn't know how to deal with their rage. They don't like the healthy boundaries you have. They don't like your independence. It feels like you have kind of sailed on from this, not interested in what this person is offering. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, a missed opportunity, or not interested in this opportunity. You're protected. You've got your healthy boundaries, and you're very independent. You're in this flow state. Wow. Okay. This person is weaving their energy in yours, trying to, obviously, viewer, you've got great cards here. You're in abundance. You're in this flow state. A lot of happiness here. And it feels like you're just not interested in this person. Partially because of the way they relate. Hit or miss. I'm also getting something. It feels like this person believes they've invested in you. They're just so inconsistent. There's a lack of inner strength. They haven't learned to fight their inner demons. And you're looking really good. You're not interested in a fight with this person. Boy, you've got pre-Empress and Empress energy here. Feels like you're in your divine feminine, you're protected, you're aligned, you're receiving blessings, a lot of happiness. This person also, it feels like they've got a lot of emotions, and they create kind of a false perception. Feels like if this person doesn't get their way, doesn't get what they want, then they create a narrative. There's a lot of emotions here, and this person doesn't know how to work with their emotions. There's some entitlement here. It feels like they want you to fix their issues, and it looks like you don't want anything to do with this. This person also has a bit of a false reality. And there's something here, like if you don't do it the way they want, if you don't cooperate, then then they'll be your whole problem. Feels like they're trying to insert themselves because you're doing really well, really abundant, and somehow they feel entitled to what's yours. Entitled to your attention, your time. I mean, it doesn't look like you're interested in this from this energy. All right. In what's hidden, we have the Empress again. Divine feminine energy showing up. And there's someone who feels like they're entitled to divine feminine energy. They see this divine feminine, independent, abundant, creating, joyful, and very protected in this, and with healthy boundaries. And this energy is feels entitled to what's yours. 8 of Wands. You're really in flow state here. Well, following your excitement. Boy, a lot of taking action, a lot of passion, a lot of excitement here. Ooh, and then 2 of Swords, 10 of Swords. But what I'm getting, viewer, is you're in this divine feminine energy. Looking really good, very attractive, very abundant, very stable. You've learned how to train your focus, and you've learned alignment, that the side effect of being aligned is blessings. And what's hidden is you just keep following your highest excitement, and things are working for you. And you're taking action on what creates excitement for you. Also, what's hidden is this confusion and a very brutal ending. Overkill. A lot of painful communication. Okay. Page of Wands reversed, Queen of Swords reversed, 2 of Cups. Yeah, someone's upset. Has no inner discernment. It's weird. It feels like this person that I've been describing is very confused and communicating in a very painful way from they They don't know how to work with their inner demons. They're upset. Their belief systems aren't working for this person. They feel hot-headed, inconsistent, and they lack inner discernment. What's the intentions? Why is the Two of Cups here? Seven of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Lovers, coming out as a challenge to the Two of Cups energy. I get the feeling this person is seeing you as a partner or feels entitled with Two of Cups, but all their behavior is not getting them to this Two of Cups. This is a really flawed strategy. It feels like this person uses deceptive communication, deception to get into your energy. Tries to use just kind of innocent communication to try to get into your energy. They see you as like a partner to them, a match. I don't think this person sees themselves very clearly. You have got this divine energy, protection, focus, abundance, alignment. You are aligned. You're going after your highest and greatest good. Feels like you've been doing this for a while. You're in this flow state. And somehow this person has projected a partnership onto you, or somehow they feel entitled to what's yours. And when you've got this healthy boundaries, when you're not interested, then this person is very upset. And there's this kind of fix-it energy. You need to fix that. This person is not at your level. But somehow they've projected partnership onto you and feel like they're entitled to your time, your energy, your labor. They don't want boundaries. They're very inconsistent. And it feels like when you're not interested, that's they can't hear that. This person feels pretty confused. This isn't the way to go about whatever they're trying to do. They're their own worst enemy here. I don't feel like, it just feels like a lot of deception, insecure, someone who's very insecure, lacks inner discernment. And when things don't go their way, they get really angry. All right, in the outcome and advice, we have the Hanged Man in reverse. You've seen something. I feel like you've seen this person. You've got the clarity, and now you're getting out of a Hanged Man position with that new insight. I think you're seeing this person, this type of energy. Oh, it feels like you're getting a new perspective, a new point of view, and something has shifted within you, viewer, around this. It's helping you see something in a more clear way. There's something about this new perspective that's getting you unstuck. Interesting. Empress reverse, Sun, Emperor. Definitely giving you the clarity to take the lead. It feels like this person with Empress showing up upright both 2 times, and the 3rd time the Empress shows up, it's in reverse. I get the feeling someone thinks you're an Empress in reverse, but you're an Empress. You're attracting someone who's clear, happy, who can bring their own energy, an energetic counter partner that's an emperor. I'm not getting that this is a love reading, or it just feels like this person is showing up so you can see that they're not a match for you. Maybe in the past, this type of person would be able to project onto you their insecurities and connect, but they're not at your level. They're not an emperor. They're wanting you in your toxic element. I also get that this person wants to ride your coattails. They're not a match, but they're expecting to just show up and have you invest in them, even though they're not at your level. Wow. All right. Anything else about the Empress in reverse? Ace of Cups reverse, 10 of Wands reverse. There's no flow here. There's no love. This person can't add anything. It feels like they're very burdened. And they release their burdens. It feels like they're in their toxic feminine. They're in their mother wound, an unhealed mother wound. Feels like they expect you to carry everything and to not add anything, to not give anything. This is a lot of entitlement. Entitled to what's yours, entitled to your time, to your energy. And if they don't get that, it looks like they get very much in their emotions, and they create kind of a false reality. And a painful ending. Overkill. This person, if they don't get their way, they're a bit like a tantrum, a toddler having a tantrum. It feels like their inability to understand how to deal with their emotion, hot-headedness, I guess, is creating some difficulties in their perception and how they're seeing themselves and seeing others. This person has some fantasy. They don't know how to cultivate and create what they want, and they're kind of like expecting to ride your coattails, to demand that you help them. All right, tell me about the Emperor. All right. High Priestess reverse, 7 of Cups in reverse. Okay. It looks like you are attracting someone who is more a match, an emperor to your empress. Someone who's happy, who's already joyful, who can meet you with a lot of clarity. You don't see this coming. I don't even think you're perceiving that this person is coming into your energy, this Emperor. Very happy, lot of clarity. Two peas in a pod. Doesn't have to be romance. It could be a partnership. But someone at your level. And there's something about this person, this other person's energy that's kind of blocking. Feels like as you move this energy through, not interested in what's not helpful, who's not helpful. This person is not helping. There's something here about learning who to invest in and who not to. Nice. And you've got the inner strength. It feels like I'm talking to somebody who has conquered your inner demons, your difficulties, the fire that rages inside. And so your temper, you've learned to quiet that. And it's working for you. You've got this inner strength. And so you're attracting, it looks like you've attracted someone who's more of an opportunist. You're very attractive at this time. With all this Empress energy, is very attractive, divine feminine energy. And so it looks like you're sifting and sorting, figuring out who does work and who doesn't. And this person that I've been talking about does not. And it looks like as that clears, it's making way for someone who is at your level, someone who can meet you where you're at, someone who's done the work, someone who doesn't need you to lift them up to your level, someone who's already at your level. That's beautiful. So I hope that's helpful. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great day.